Have got Tepo, my mind, if I'm not mistaken. Tepo, my mind, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Tepo, my mind will be doing umsebenzi wakhe naye ka Setswana. Okay, we've got a bit of time, so we are going to talk a little bit about predictions. Yeah, let's put our Super Picks hat on. I know you're going to be upstairs, Pamuto, but what do you expect to see? Let's talk home team here today first.
Mamelodi Sundowns are the best defense, best scorers. When you're looking at Spurs, they are the second worst scorers and the worst defense.
Yeah.
If those stats don't tell you the story, Lozi, I mean, I'm running upstairs.
Grant Bissett, good luck in trying to get some information out of Pamuto Manenza up in English commentary. Donna, is it feasible for Spurs to maybe not win, but to contain Sundowns today?
I think that's the confidence that should be had. You should have that type of belief that every game that you're going to play, you're trying to win the game. But now the thing is, Mamelodi Sundowns haven't lost the game since last year, October.
Yeah.
Let me leave it there.
Hey, but guys, these guys do not want to give away too much information here, but it's okay because it is down to the two teams to do all the talking over the next 90 minutes. Sundowns taking on Spurs after this.
Galaxy A series. Awesome battery for unstoppable entertainment.
Imaginary lines that lie between us, it's just lies. You see us beyond races and classes. One day we'll all dance and raise glasses. See, we are one. This doesn't have to be a zero-sum game where some lose and some gain. Time, space, distance, it's all relative. Think about it. We're all relatives. No time to build walls. We got bridges to mend. And that's the beauty of us. The beauty of blend.
If I cut my hair, hope I grow it long. Back low, necktie like way before. If I wear it straight, would they like me more? Like those girls on front row. I don't want no struggles, I don't want no fears. I don't want no struggles, I don't want no fears. Now time makes myself and soul. Time makes myself and soul.
Enjoy responsibly. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Make the everyday sparkle. Let's live magnificently. Tanqueray.
Mom,
are you coming home, Danam?
tickets are so expensive, Mom.
I miss you.
Mama.
Girl, I better see you, Guacoco.
You're gonna see even more of me.
Poison, wait till I pull out, fam.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Share something amazing this festive. Get the On the Triple. That's 3 large pizzas available in 6 flavors for only $269.80. Dibonaire's Pizza. Try something amazing.
Instead of working alone, don't we have a better chance of producing enough food for a growing population when we work together? At SABIC, we believe the chemistry between people is the chemistry that matters. SABIC.
Ain't no stopping us, we do the impossible. The Premier Soccer League is proud to present football entertainment at its best. Ain't no stopping us, we do the impossible. The DSTV Premiership. Electrifying, thrilling, energetic, sensational. The DSTV Premiership. Babise bonke.
Who wants McDonald's?
No.
Always bound to spark intrigue when first plays last, and that is the dynamic we have here in the capital this evening as reigning DSTV Premiership champions Mamelodi Sundowns host ailing Cape Town Spurs at Loftus Versfeld. Well, it's been a pretty toasty day in the north of Gauteng, but as we welcome you to Tshwane's iconic Loftus Versfeld, I'm happy to report that a brief shower of rain has cooled things down substantially in this part of the world, and those that haven't already left the province on their December holidays have turned out here to enjoy the football. So two teams assembled in the tunnel, and according to the table and the form guide, there should be only one outcome today. But with that said, Spurs' solitary win this season did come against another top side in the form of Orlando Pirates at the beginning of November. That game, however, was in Cape Town, where the Buccaneers have generally not performed well of late. Tonight, the Urban Warriors pay a visit to a Sundowns side that are unbeaten in their last 17 home matches in the DSTV Premiership, with 15 wins over that period. Possibly the only thing providing Spurs a glimmer of hope is the unbelievably strenuous schedule that Sundowns have had to endure. They play their 6th match since the last international break. Spurs play just their 3rd. Sundowns are about to contest their 27th match in all competitions. Spurs just their 15th. Sundowns have played 4 times since Spurs last ran out just over a fortnight ago. So if ever there was a day for Sundowns to really make wholesale changes and to dip into that big squad that they do have, despite all the injuries that they've had to endure of late, then it would be tonight. And there is only one player from the Mamelodi Sundowns team that made the 11 to face Pyramids in the CAF Champions League on Sunday rather, that actually survives tonight. That player being Grant Kekana, will start in the defense. Dennis Onyango makes a first start in the DSTV Premiership this season, whilst at the very other end of the park, Abubakar Nasir makes his first start in all competitions, having made just a couple of cameo appearances since his return from injury. Sipho Mbule gets just a 2nd league start. He has Lebohang Mabue for company in the midfield, also just a 2nd league start for him. Gaston Serino makes the 11 in the DSTV Premiership for the first time. Meanwhile, there's 6 changes for Cape Town Spurs. Just Rashwin Dortley, Michael Morton, Cupido and Butsaka retain their spots from the defeat to Stellies 2 weeks ago. 3 players not available due to being loaned from Sundowns: Nico Lukubeni, Sianda Msani and Luvuyo Pewa. Neil Boshoff starts for the first time since August in the league as he replaces Ramsbottom, and former Brazilian Clayton Daniels returns to the lineup for today's big fixture. The man in charge of proceedings will be Jenny Chabani, consulting with the 2 veterans, Onyango and Clayton Daniels, 38 and 39 respectively. Think of all the experience they have between them. Kamusi Raswimisani and Cledwin Baloy will be the 2 gentlemen with the flags on the touchlines. Here are the formations. Pumutu Manenze has had a look at them.
You're looking at the Mamelodi Sundowns team that will play a 4-3-3 formation. What is key would be Mkhulisi in that midfield. He has got the responsibility of dictating the tempo of the game. Nasir up top will be key in terms of getting those goals. Mku and Serino will be there to support him. On the other side, you're looking at a very brave formation away from home. A 4-3-3 formation for Spurs away from home, but what is key would be Brown playing in an unfamiliar role as a fullback instead of being a centre-back. Martin and Nell will have their work cut out in that midfield, but Cupido, with 3 goals so far this season, will look to get the goals for Spurs.
So we get underway here at Loftus Versfeld. I think it's really good to see this fixture back on the calendar. We know over the past few decades, so many Spurs stars have made the switch to the capital and have had great success. And this particular match has produced some real classics in the past. But the days when both of these sides would be among those tussling for the title are long gone. And now what we have here is first versus last. So a struggling Spurs side seeking to stun the league leaders at Loftus, and you have to say everything points to them not being able to get that done.
Determination, motivation, tactics on the day. Will they be enough for Spurs? You can already see the approach. They're going to sit in a mid-block, try and frustrate Mamelodi Sundowns, close the gaps in between the lines, try and close the pockets. The master of the half spaces is not there today in Tambazwani, who will have the key to open up this defense.
Here is Gaston Serino, made a sub-appearance versus Supersport United. That was the first time he appeared in the DSTV Premiership this season. He played himself back into the reckoning at Mamelodi Sundowns during the AFL, where he really produced some stunning performances, and then in the CAF Champions League as well against Notibu. He scored an amazing free kick to round out a 3-0 win there, and deservedly gets an opportunity in the starting lineup in the top flight.
A forgotten man. When he got his opportunity, I think it was in the Culling knockout against TS Galaxy. He scored the equalizer there, and from there on it has been rosy for him again, enjoying his football again at Mamelodi Sundowns, in that jersey number 10, playing in a 10 role, being able to unlock defense. That's what Coach Rolani requires from him.
And if they hadn't been missing so many players that day against TS Galaxy, he may not have featured. But that's the thing about football, you've got to grab your opportunities, and then he goes on to make 3 starting appearances in the AFL under this man, Rolani Mokoena, who has had to tinker with his team, not just today, but over the course of the season. They looked very leggy, especially in the latter stages of what was their last league match against Amazulu. And here at Loft for them coming up against a man who used to turn out for Cape Town Spurs in the form of Fakhri Lakay, now playing out in Egypt. There's Gaston Serino, his cross from deep. It's a touch from Hakongo. Serino again. To Kulise. To Kulise. Turned around the corner by Mashego. Bule. Sipon Bule dancing his way into the area. Now, can Mashego deliver something decent? It's behind Nasir. What a wonderful piece of play by Sipon Bule.
He's cooking. No wonder they call him the master chef. Skillful, nippy, good feet on him, that is Mbule. And he creates an opportunity. I love it when a player is expressing himself, but he continues to create an opportunity for a teammate and his team.
Game worked out wide on this left-hand flank by Mamelodi Sundowns. Good defending done by Keegan Buchanan. Sipho Mbule's only start in the DSTV Premiership before tonight came in the 1-0 win against Orlando Pirates all the way back in September. Kulise not able to squeeze it through for Mabue, and now an opportunity for Cape Town Spurs to get on the front foot.
This is what happened earlier on. Master Chef, good first touch to set himself forward. But what about that back heel? Abafana Best 10, they would be watching and thinking, this is a player that is playing the way we want to play. He creates an opportunity for Nku to bring in a cross. Unlucky for Nku not to find a teammate, but that's a man that takes it literally when Coach Rolani says, go out there, express yourself, and enjoy the game.
Amorena linking up with Mabue. Straight out of play. Interesting that both these two sides set PSL era records at the start of the season. Mamelodi Sundowns, a very impressive one that they can actually work on extending. They come into this game with 10 straight wins to start the season, surpassing the 8 set by Kaizer Chiefs 9 seasons ago. And then the record, an unwanted one though, for Cape Town Spurs, 8 losses to start the season. It's, when they hit 7, that was a new record. As Boshoff picks it up rather easily. Today, the 4th time that he's appearing in the league against Mamelodi Sundowns. It's been a mixed bag in terms of previous times between the sticks against the Brazilians, but one particular result does stand out, and he featured from the beginning in the match against Mamelodi Sundowns 2 seasons back when Sundowns lost only 1 game. Augustine Molenga scoring the critical goal there. Neil Boshoff made his first appearance of the season and kept a clean sheet.
And that game was in December.
Yep. 2021. Yeah, exactly 2 years ago. Other appearances against Sundowns haven't been quite so good. They actually came on as a sub in November of 2019, second half sub. They lost 1-0 on that day. He didn't concede in the second half though. Then in January of 2020, he featured in a match in which they lost 3-0, and then of course that game in December of 2021 where AmaZulu shut out a Mamelodi Sundowns side who were on a tremendous winning streak at that particular point. That ball took a little touch to Dennis Onyango, realizing that he had to keep it from straying behind for what would have been a Spurs corner.
That man in your picture will have to get the goals tonight. 3 goals so far this season in all competition. Cupido tries to bring in a cross to try and find Busaka in the box, and also Martin, but a good save, good handling coming from Onyango. You will have to do a lot of running today, Cupido, because they are looking to play on transition.
There's Grant Kekana. Struggled with a hamstring injury earlier this season. He's been featuring regularly since. Yes, Mashejo. Mule. Slip through here for Serino. Kulise offering himself as an option. Nice pass and a lovely flick as well. Mashejo. Cut out by Michael Morton. I think he was a little bit unsure of what his option was in that moment, Terence Mashejo.
The last time he took a picture, or the last time he scanned, he saw a Mamelodi Sundowns player in that position. Good flick coming from Nku in that instance. Mashejo cuts in, he's trying to find a yellow shirt. Yeah. That yellow shirt has made a run into the box. That was the last time when he scanned, he saw that, and that picture was gone.
Serena with the first time ball, but too heavy for Abubakar Nasir to latch onto. So front 3 he features in today of himself and Nasir and Nku. They come in for the previous front 3 that's turned out against Pyramids of Costa and Shalolile, as well as Tebele Maseko. Peter Shalolile does feature on the bench today, as does Maseko. Shalolile obviously doesn't have as many miles on his legs as a lot of the other players, and since he has come back, he has been scoring regularly. Clayton Daniels turned out for Mamelodi Sundowns for a couple of seasons between 2011 and 2013. Still playing at the age of 39. Almost wins it all the way back to Boshoff from Dortley, and here's a mistake that's not punished by Nasir.
Instead of letting the ball go out for a corner, he tries to prevent the corner, but he nearly gave an assist for Nasir there in your picture, but he didn't take advantage. A little bit of rustiness showing there from Nasir. He's not played a lot of football, and look at Spurs forcing to play from the back. This is not their game. They play from the second ball. They're trying to build. Boshoff nearly makes a costly mistake. He apologizes to his teammates.
Well, it's awkward because he wants to clear it with his right foot. And this time around they aren't punished, but they can't afford to live dangerously like that on too many occasions. Aderuk looks like he's been caught late here. A man who was actually born in Cape Town. He'll celebrate his 28th birthday at the very beginning of next year. There's a look at it. I think the boots of Michael Morton just grazes across his torso. I'm not sure if he was caught anywhere else.
I think it was more of the follow-through.
Yeah.
Nothing intentional. Nothing malicious coming from Morton. He was just trying to get to the ball, and it's an accidental contact that he made with Derek.
He is in for Musalapusa today. Hasn't featured all too regular.
Accidental contact that he made with Derek.
He is in for Musalapusa today. Hasn't featured all too regular, although was struggling at some point with an abductor injury. Musalapusa, incidentally, one of those many players that have come from Spurs and enjoyed success at Mamelodi Sundowns. You can think of your Dollies and your Billiats. More recently, Labusa and Kutsia will fall into their category. There have been others who maybe haven't had as much success. Mabudi Kenyeza, I think he made the same move.
I think you must qualify that, Grant, and say they came from Ajax to Sundowns. Because this team that you're looking at, Spurs, is changed the name from Ajax to Cape Town Spurs.
Of course, originally were Spurs, then Ajax, and Spurs again. So yeah, we consider them the same entity, but Ajax, as they were known then. And Musalapusa is the last player to score for then Ajax against Mamelodi Sundowns all the way back in 2018. That's the last time the side featured in the top flight as Mamelodi Sundowns ping it around.